What's up, Hippo lovers? WTF happened in April 2025. I'm a bit sick, but we will soldier through. Lots of stuff to talk about. Main storyline, probably the new DLC, the Three Kingdoms. And yeah, lots of controversy around that one. Obviously, lots of people happy. Okay, there are still expansions coming. There are 5 new civilizations. And lots of people happy that more is coming. But also some critics, especially from historians, because the 5 new civilizations that we have are Jurgens, Khitans. Everyone kind of happy with those. And then we have Shu Wai Wu, and those are coming from the Three Kingdoms. Big critics there were that it was more like a small like kingdom, small like short dynasty compared to full civilizations. Also, this one is really based around their kings, basically, or their heroes, and those heroes are included in the game. Lots of people now scared, oh no, that's not the game direction that we wanted. I personally am strongly believing that they will have very, very limited impact. You can only build one, it's very late into the game. Only 3 out of 50 civilizations have them. Now the big question, should every civ have one? Should only those 3 have them? I think they're completely like support units. We're not going into the Warcraft 3 direction. My point of view there. And yeah, lots of new units introduced as well. People love to play those. Then there was also a massive balance patch coming around. And people have been loving it because infantry is now so much more viable. But still, Reddit absolutely hated, or at least like there were a lot of posts on Reddit not really liking some of the introduced features. What we can quickly talk about, 2 side events that we had. One of them is Masters of Mangonel. Basically, you only play Mangonels, fight against each other. We are now in the quarterfinal stage, and you might feel like, damn, that's the tournament that MBL should win. And you're absolutely right. But he failed to show up for a scheduled game. So he didn't make it through the qualification stage. And yeah, people so far liked it quite a bit. Then we have Masters of Rage Forest, a 4v4 Black Forest tournament. And in the end, GL won it against the Amigos in a nice back and forth finals there. 3-2 final score. And we had a lot of big names, big teams falling a bit earlier, as we can see. And where was the... Oh, that was the Russians here. This team, that was one of the bigger surprises. At least if you look at the pure names there. But obviously, 4v4 Rage Forest works a bit differently. But obviously, the main tournament is Warlords. $70,000 tournament hosted by MemTV. It's 7 different map categories and you can't repeat, so always a lot of diversity throughout the set. Lots of money went into the prize pool. We have 4 players invited, Hera, Lyri, Teto and the Viper. And now we are going into the qualifier. And in qualifier number 1, we had this happening. ACCM beating DauT. We had Sebastian against Spalt in a relatively close set there as well. Also earlier, Baltz beating Nikov 3-0. A bit of a surprise. Hart went through against Winchester. We had Yo going through as well after Kingston beat Magugu, MBL Mihai. So MBL pretty close there. And the structure is there are 4 people invited and 4 will be added each qualifier. So last weekend we had 1, this weekend we have 1, and the weekend afterwards, and now with 16 players we're jumping into the main event. Which brings us to DauT versus 1400. There is a GL YouTube channel where we had a video, Hera and DauT guessing elos of players. And to the eyes of most people, we saw a high-level game. DauT could not believe it and predicted that the one player that won, which is blue, is a 1400. And now the reveal.
Wait, what is the yellow?
2477.
Who? Give me the name.
I can give you the name because blue is Jordan.
Who's Jordan?
And this is especially funny because DauT versus Jordan is happening in the next round of Warlords. So, DauT predicting that the skill of the player that he saw being 1400s, that will be a juicy, juicy matchup. That's concluding this weekend. Yeah, obviously it's top favorite probably coming from here. Andy might be around there as well. And very Argentinian heavy bracket here that I can see. Baltnikov, Classic Pro wants to mix something in. Kapotch, at least beat Togao in the first qualifier. And here we will have some interesting matchups as well. So yeah, those will be our main storylines there. And Game of the Month, something I can absolutely recommend to you. And you probably missed it, but it's absolutely worth it to rewatch. Like, I'm typically like... Let's just say I was glued to my couch and watched the full game from start to finish because it was so incredibly entertaining. I will try to not spoil anything, but it was the first round of the Warlords qualifier, or the second round of the Warlords qualifier. Mihai against MBL on Land Madness. We had Mayans against Gojaras. MBL completely pushed away from wood. Oops, up. And now tries to get a castle up. Look at how far away he is pushed. Loses quite some builds. Still full map control for Mihai. And now Chakram Throwers against Eagles. Both are making a lot of tech switches. There's crazy micro. There's crazy decision making. Crazy highlight scenes. This game goes on for quite some time. And it was an absolute beauty. I will link it down below. I think the only one that cast it, but yeah, not bad. Yeah, that was a sick one. Look ahead. Well, the main thing is people will start to play the new DLC that is coming out these days, and also being released on PlayStation 5, which is obviously really, really big for the game, maybe for the whole franchise. To have a crazy collaboration there with Sony. Let's see how many people are actually going for that. People on Xbox received it reasonably well, right? Yeah. And obviously then esport wise, Warlords, the main storyline there, $70,000 on the line, which brings us to the clip of the month, and DauT is going to provide this one with some villager micro.
Oh, demo, fuck! No! He's mute! Oh, God! Ah, that hurt my soul.
Well, how many villagers were those? He was at pop 29.
Oh, demo, fuck! No!
That was 9 villagers.
He's mute! Oh, God! Ah, that hurt my soul.
Well. That's it from me for April. Goodbye, super lovers.